And I believe we are live. Yes, okay. Sorry, small technical difficulty there. This is quite funny. What happened was the postman arrived and I had to go grab the post because we don't have a post box. And when I grabbed it, I went down the stairs. As I came upstairs, I kicked something and that knocked the switch on the power button on the wall, and I just shut my computer completely off. But there's some fun stuff coming out of this, at least, because he says, staring at his... There we go. This arrived. We'll get into what this is in a minute. It's magic, so it's relevant content. And we're just quickly going to go back over this so I can clip it as if it's one thing. Content. And I'll have a quick bite. Forever eating on stream. Okay. So kindly
sleight of hand, and we saw.
If we just listen to this portion, yeah. So yesterday, Wizards of the Coast came out with this video on their ban and restricted philosophy. Now, what they discussed in this was not cards that they were banning in formats, but how they decide what cards to ban, when to do it, and they also announced that they're changing the ban restricted window. What this means is that they can be more flexible when they're banning cards. The way they had put it in place beforehand was they were doing, I believe it was one big BNR announcement every 6 months for Eternal formats, and there would be an emergency ban window within 4 weeks. 4 weeks after a set comes out. Now, within 2 sets of this, they are rolling back on this announcement. The reason is they don't have a massive window to change things. So if they stick to a hard and fast 4-week window, and a regional championship is in 6 weeks, or sorry, if a regional championship is in 2 weeks after a set comes out or something like that, it means that they might be banning things too close to a regional championship or after a regional championship when a card should have been banned beforehand. We're going to have a listen to this, and we might see why they've rolled back on this, seeing as they have also said there are cards being banned next Monday. So let's just listen to this.
The Phoenix deck start coming back, rise from the ashes, as you will. So that was pretty sweet. There's some movement going on there. And then clearly with Lost Caverns, the Discover decks are all over the place. Amalia has a cool little Wild Growth Walker combo deck. So lots happening. But again, we want this to be a fun, replayable format.
We do.
Losing on turn 3 all the time, when your opponent just casts 1 card, it's not that fun.
No, it's not, is it?
If you can never go over the top of your opponent, or they always have the perfect sideboard card, sort of out of the mono green deck, not that fun.
I wonder what they're talking about there.
So, yes, there's going to be changes to the format. You'll have to wait until Monday. Yeah.
So there are changes on Monday. They have referenced that losing on turn 3 because your opponent discovers or your opponent has the perfect sideboard card, and they're not talking about mulliganing, right? This is, for those of you that are big Pioneer players, you will know exactly what they're referencing. If we just whack on this. The first thing that they referenced, losing on turn 3. This is the deck that has taken Pioneer by storm, and is it any good? So the combo is you play Geological Appraiser on turn 3. So we're just going to open this image in a new tab so you guys can... No, come on. Oh, come on. Okay. The combo is you play a Geological Appraiser on turn 3 using a treasure token created from Magnum Opus. Geological Appraiser will then cascade into either a Glasspool Mimic or an Eldritch Evolution. Should you hit a Glasspool Mimic, the Glasspool Mimic will copy the Geological Appraiser and it will discover again. This keeps going until you hit an Eldritch Evolution. Once you hit an Eldritch Evolution, you sacrifice the Geological Appraiser. Eldritch Evolution gets you a Trumpeting Carnosaur, which will discover 5 until you hit a Geological Appraiser, a Glasspool Mimic, in which it copies the Trumpeting Carnosaur, or the Geological Appraiser just discovers, into an Eldritch Evolution, which sacrifices one of these 2 cards to then become a Trumpeting Carnosaur, which discovers, until you've hit all 4 Eldritch Evolutions. You have 4 Trumpeting Carnosaurs on the board. You sacrifice the last one off of your last Discover trigger to cast Doomscar Titan, which gives all of your Carnosaurs +1/+0 and haste. So now you have, well, I suppose you can have 4 Carnosaurs, 1 Titan. They all have haste. The Carnosaurs have trample. That's 32 trampling damage. It is essentially the creativity combo, but it goes off a turn earlier and it's far more consistent. There's less interaction for it. I don't know, it's just like whatever. Now I want to check to see what the actual win rate for this is. Let's go 7 days, or 2 weeks, I guess. Discover Evolution. Okay, it is actually winning a lot of games, in fairness. 52%. What about MTGO? Okay, what about Tabletop? Okay, it doesn't have enough data, really. That's okay. We'll do last 15 days. Can we stop with this, please? And it's going to ask me for cookies again. Yeah, in the last 15 days, Discover Evolution's at 53%. That's pushing the highest of the field next to Phoenix and Lotus. And then Quintorius Combo is at 40%. Quintorius Combo is essentially the same sort of thing, but it aims to go off with Quintoria. What is his name? Quintorius Canned. He's going to discover 4 into something that will copy Quintorius. And then when you cast that spell, it drains your opponent for 2, and then that spell will then discover 4 into something that will copy Quintorius, and then you just loop that until you drain your opponent. It's far easier to interact with that one because you can just destroy the Planeswalker. They also need to go off on turn 5, not turn 4, and like it caves to Pithing Needle, like that kind of thing. It also caves to, like, I suppose they both struggle with Damping Sphere, but there's no perfect answer, especially when these decks are just like their like backup plans are solid against Control. Just ramping into a Thought Distortion, sure, you win the game. They have Mirror Shell Crab, Consign as interaction in the early game if they need it. They can just cast a Shark Typhoon as well as a backup plan. Like, these decks they're not glass cannons right now. So they have referenced that they are banning Geological Appraiser. I'm sure this will still exist as Quintorius combo, and people can play it, and it'll suck. It might come up here and there. But if we look at the metagame as of recent, it's completely warped the format in a way that's very interesting. Like, Control is now good. The biggest problem with Azorius Control is that it just doesn't have very good, like, interaction, let's be honest. Like, the Wandering Emperor is great, but it's so easy to see. If your opponent, they tap out every turn, and then turn 4, they're like, crack on. I've not got anything. So then you just don't attack with your important pieces, and you pressure them with other things that have ward, things that have evasion, and then you just, like, yeah, you can make them play the Wandering Emperor, which is why I just, like, I don't know. I've never really struggled against this deck. They don't have any great counter spells. Like, Change the Equation's okay, but, you know, it's more of a sideboard card, let's be honest. Get Lost is a new thing that they've got from Lost Caverns. It's a far better removal than the Investigate option. Make Disappear being the best counterspell we have in the format is just, like, it's not good. It's simply not good enough. Absorb, It's 3 mana. It's rough. Memory Deluge and Spurdict are great. Like, they've proven throughout multiple formats, standard, modern, pioneer, that these are real cards that you can play. But the controlling portion of the control deck just doesn't work as well as maybe it would. But this deck is doing well because it trumps the geological or the geo form. Is that what they're calling it? Yeah, sure, geoform combo. If we look at the Discover Evolution versus Azorius Control, it has a 33% win rate. So they'll ban geoform, and then Azorius Control will fall off the face of the earth again, and all will be back to normal. It'll be Phoenix is the best deck, and Azorius mid-range is going to be there. Same with Boros Convoke, and that'll just be the format for like the next year and a half, which is fine. There will be one other difference though. I want you to take note of this.
Sort of out of the mono green deck, when your opponent just casts one card, it's not that fun.
Yeah.
If you can never go over the top of your opponent, or they always have the perfect sideboard card, sort of out of the mono green deck, not that fun. So, yes, there's going to be changes to the format.
Now, they're referencing the mono green deck. That's so interesting. Having the perfect sideboard card. What, are they mulliganing for it? Because they've all got one-ofs. Oh no, wait. They have Khan the Great Creator. They're banning Khan. I don't know why. So, like, mono green, for the longest time, was sat here. It was the number 1 deck in the metagame forever until Phoenix got Sleight of Hand. And Phoenix batters. It absolutely batters Green Devotion. Come on, give me 15 days again. So, is it Phoenix versus... Where is it? Green Devotion. It's at 53%, so maybe it doesn't batter. Maybe I was being a bit generous there. But Is It Phoenix is beating Green Devotion. It always has. And it will continue to. But with that being said, if it's worst matchup, it's genuinely just... Oh, it's also got Convoke, right? So Convoke is out there as well. The meta game has adapted, and I'm a Rakdos Sacrifice player. I hate playing against mono green. They just play Storm the Festival. They have it every time. Their planeswalkers are too hard to kill. Cure is too big to kill with combat damage. As soon as Khan's on the board, it's too late. But that's largely a thing specific to the deck I play. And if I remove my own bias from it, I don't think Khan's the end of the world. There are decks that are beating it. There's 2 decks in the top 5 that are beating it. And sure, they are there just to beat it. But Hidden Strings is also there. That's going to beat it. Like, if we look at the top 10, 1, 2, 3 of these decks have a really good matchup into mono green. I don't know what Greasefang is like, in fairness. Where are we? Greasefang. Mono green. Okay, well, it gets smacked. Never mind. Yeah, so 3 of them have a real chance of beating Nykthos. If 6 months ago they decided to ban Khan, I would get it. It was pre-Sleight of Hand. No one was playing Phoenix, even though it's probably still good. Not many people were playing Convoke. There was a bit where it spiked and then it went back down. Everything was struggling to beat Nykthos. And it was miserable to play against no matter who you are. Rakdos mid-range couldn't compete. Control couldn't compete. Greasefang's not doing anything. Humans was doing really well into Nykthos, but it was getting smacked by Sacrifice. And Sacrifice was probably helping Mono Green's win rate quite a bit, if I'm honest. But now both of these decks have fallen off. So maybe if we see the Geoform combo disappear, that leaves Nykthos back up top, probably above mid-range in terms of, like, best decks. So maybe you do want to knock it down a peg. and that might be healthier for the format. We'll see. So Karn's going, Geological Appraiser's going. There might be unbannings. I don't know what I'd unban. So we just leave it as is. Now moving on to Modern. Let's see what they have to say about Modern.
Cards could come off of all the lists.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk more about Modern generally. Modern's a very different format than Pioneer, so how do you all think about the philosophy of BNR and Modern?
So yeah, again, just describing it's sort of in a different spot than in Pioneer and Standard. It does get content. We have our Modern Horizon sets. We have the Lord of the Rings sets. And again, sort of the same trickle from Standard where the most powerful cards come down there. And yeah, it's certainly more powerful than Pioneer. And we're okay with that. We want it to be, different from these. Each format just has to have its own identity. We want them to maintain their differences. So we sort of have been tracking Modern since the Pro Tour in Barcelona, Pro Tour the Lord of the Rings, through the whole regional championship qualifier cycle. And at the time, we last spoke with you guys about Modern. We were saying, hey, we're going to keep an eye on these Lord of the Rings cards, the Bowmasters, the One Ring, the Black-Red Evoke deck. The time Tron was doing well, Rhinos.
I love how hard even the Wizards employees have to try to call it Evoke. Oh, it's great. You mean your cards aren't scams? Is that what you're saying?
All this stuff. And since then, we've, seen not much has changed since that event. So we gave it a little bit of time to see if, Black-Red Evoke deck won the Pro Tour. Can the format evolve? But really, more people just started playing Black-Red Evoke deck. Cards like Fury subsidize on sort of both ends with You're Not Dead Already, I think is. And
Come on, you know what it's called. Just call it Undying Evil or whatever.
Those card variants, the 1-mana black
not
spells.
Dead After All.
Not Dead After All. Subsidize the Pro Tour. Can the format evolve? But really, more people just started playing Black-Red Evoke deck. Cards like Fury subsidize on sort of both ends.
You gonna mention any other cards or just card like Fury? There's only really one card like Fury. It's called Fury.
With You're Not Dead Already, I think is, and those card variants, the 1-mana black
not
spells.
Dead After All.
Not Dead After All. My bad.
All the 1-mana black.
Malakir Rebirth.
It's Undying Evil.
Undying Evil.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
Magic
whole
Millennials.
gamut of them. And then on the other end, with cards like Up the Beanstalk, where no matter how you kind of cast it, you're just getting immense value. And it's keeping a lot of 1 toughness creatures at bay.
They also, come to think of it, they also mentioned by name Up the Beanstalk.
That with the Bowmasters as well. So it's pretty clear something should be done. We want, again, as many decks as possible. We want as many cards to be
This next bit is super interesting.
an option for you as possible. And if we have all these cards that are saying don't play 1 toughness creatures, well, what is that keeping away?
What is it keeping away? We'll send it over to you, Mr. Hostman.
Right.
1 toughness creatures.
Hit the nail on the head right there. Bang.
Yeah.
Case closed.
Okay, great. All right. Okay, so let's be clear. Are there changes coming to Modern on Monday?
You can expect changes.
There
to
will
Modern.
be change.
Boom! Bans in Modern. They're banning Fury. That's what they'd said they're doing. They're banning Fury. In response to this announcement, I have put for sale my Orcish Bowmasters. If you go on Card Market, buy them, please, because they might ban the Bowmaster instead. That could be a possibility. They reference Fury quite a bit and Bowmasters quite a bit. They're only going to ban one. My chair's going down. They're only going to ban one of them. You can't really ban both. And I think the ways that they'll go is either they decide they want to ban Fury because Fury is the problem card. Let's be honest. What does it stop us playing? 1 toughness creatures. We haven't been able to play 1 toughness creatures since Fury was printed. Orcish Bowmasters was just like the nail in the coffin, alright? Fury was always the problem for these small creature decks. And when we're talking about small creature decks, there's only one, and it's humans. So humans is unplayable because of Fury, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that there's Sliver players, and I know that there's like Death and Taxes players. I myself was one of them. There is kind of Zoo, but like Zoo, Slivers, Death and Taxes, those didn't exist pre-Modern Horizons 2 anyway. Let's be honest. But Humans was always a competitive deck until we saw Fury introduced. And then Orcish Bowmasters came afterwards. Orcish Bowmasters is what rounds out the Scam deck really well, because the best way to beat Scam is drawing out of it. You put, like, you've got the mono black decks playing Night's Whisper or Sign in Blood to draw out of the Scam, and then Bowmasters punishes that. Same way it punishes the One Ring. It's actually quite good game design to put a card like Orcish Bowmasters in the same set as the One Ring, because it's built in counterplay, right? The only problem is it fits into such a tight shell. Now, I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't hate Scam if it either didn't have Grief or Fury, one or the other. But Fury is the thing that's pushing decks out the format. They did also, so I'm if they're gonna ban a thing from it, I'd rather they ban Fury, because that will actually allow humans to come back. But there's a knock-on effect with banning Fury, and it is Cascade Beans becomes way worse, and I mean way worse. This deck isn't actually, as I say that, 5-color Omnath by Benjamin Yao isn't playing any copies of Fury, so maybe it doesn't become way worse. But you see 3.9 and 83% of decks here. Most lists are playing them. Respect the Cat. He's not playing any. He's playing. Okay. You know what? I take it back. My take was gonna be, you ban Fury from Scam. Beans gets hit really hard as well. They also referenced up the Beanstalk. It does hit Crashing Footfalls because they play a couple copies usually. There we go. There's 3 in the 75 here, 2 in the main deck in half decks, maybe 1 more in the sideboard. But yeah, it's just like, maybe these decks actually don't need Fury, because Cascade Beans is already playing Fire Ice, which is very often a 2-for-1 against the same sort of decks. So what do I know? Maybe we ban Fury. It kills the Scam deck completely. I'm sorry, but it will. You can't dedicate, what are we doing? 4, 5, 6. Like, you can't dedicate 6 of these spells just to reanimate Grief, because then you have 6 dead cards in your deck. You just can't do it. You need, like, sometimes they just go Thoughtseize, Fury Scam, try and beat it, try me, right? That's a lot of their hands are that, and without the backup of like Fury deal with it, I think the deck becomes way worse, because that's almost a plan B if you don't have the Grief Scam, alongside like the Ragavan Douthie Fair game plan, which is also quite good. So yeah, I think if they ban Fury, Scam is dead in the water. Maybe we go back to like a red-black mid-range shell, similar to the sort of things Aspiring Spike was playing before the Scam deck was like decided the most efficient way to play that kind of strategy. And I'd be fine with that. Personally, I wouldn't mind playing humans. I played humans for a brief period of time before MH2, sorry. It was fun. It wasn't as good as it was pre-MH1, but there we go. What was? So yeah, we're getting bans in 2 formats, and they're both, I think it's both going to be good. I think the Khan ban is like, it's too late to matter at this point. Like I think Phoenix is sort of controlling that a bit more. So fingers crossed they keep doing that. And then everyone's saying like, if you let Fury go, Yawgmoth's gonna be the best deck, and it's like, sure, I guess. Like, the 1 toughness creature decks are still gonna suffer to Yawgmoth, but they need to play a card and have it on the board before that starts happening, right? It's not like they can just throw away a couple cards from their hand and do anywhere from 4 to 8 damage across all your creatures. So yeah, Yawgmoth is not going to destroy Modern, I hope. I think there's quite a bit of counterplay to Yawgmoth right now, especially with Cursed Totem being as popular it is. Scam is probably dead if they ban Fury. Now, if they ban Bowmasters, nothing happens. This deck gets a bit worse, but then nothing happens. So I really hope they don't ban Bowmasters, and they just hit Fury, because, come on. For the longest time, I've not really complained about it too much. But, like, oh, Elves was another deck. Elves is dead in the water because of it. Like, humans and Elves are gone. They just don't exist anymore. And it's very sad to see. I'd like to see them come back. Because those sort of decks, even if Scam is not existing anymore, the human style decks, like the creature aggro decks, will pressure Tron in the same way, or in a similar way that Scam can pressure Tron. Beans will still exist. They will be worse against these creature decks, but they're just going to play Supreme Verdict anyway. Like, I think there's still answers to creatures in the format that are good. We just need to play them, essentially. No one's playing them because everyone's playing Scam. Like, look at this Modern Last Chance qualifier, for example. Yeah. So bye-bye Scam, bye-bye Mono Green, and bye-bye Geoform. Mono Green's not dead, by the way. It's just a lot worse. The deck's gonna have to change. So yeah, I'm excited to see these format shakeups. I think the modern one has been a long time coming. It's a bit late, to be honest. Fury has been in the format now for 2.5 years, and it's been in there too long, really. A lot of people have left over Fury, so that sucks. Okay, moving on. The exciting news. Earlier when I ended the stream, because I accidentally kicked the power cord out my computer, it was because I was getting the post, and this arrived. I've covered up my address on it. It is a Pauper deck. Woo! So we're going to do a little opening. No, I didn't just buy this for content, I promise. Let's get a playmat out. Ugh. It's a really good camera angle, actually, because you can't see everything that I'm doing off screen, or because it's so high up. Blessed with being taller than your average man. Okay. Let's embiggen this. Whoa. Okay, bit of magic, little bit of opening. Cool. No. Let's put that back. Put that back. There we go. Is there much mess? Yeah, there's a couple cards down here. Let's just clean that up for the VOD. Alright, cool. So yeah, I actually have quite a few Pauper decks in paper because you just sort of pick them up, I suppose. And like the format staples that aren't expensive, you can use in a lot of decks, like the Artifact Lands. Like, to be fair, Mirror Enforcer and Frogmite see play over a few variants of Affinity and that kind of thing. So let's open this up, see what I got. This is a deck that I've been wanting to play for a while, and I just never bothered to pick up the cards for it. Oh, it's actually in a deck box. Cool, no one's written their name on it. It's a bit battered. It's Jace from Oath of the Gatewatch. I love these sleeves. I love the art of them. Oh, it's in sleeves as well. Oh god, these boxes are awful. Okay. Let me just check that this is what I bought. It is, okay, and there's prophetic prisms in it. Alright, this is a very old variant of the deck it is. The person who was selling this I'm guessing just had it lying around for a while, because the variant of this deck did exist, but not for ages. Do you think I can flip this? Invert? Nope. Transform? Flip horizontal? Did that? No. Hang on, wait. So we'll do horizontal again, and now we'll flip it vertical. Bang! There we go. Okay. So yeah, the person who was selling this, I think obviously just had it for a while, and it is very outdated. I'm going to pick up the pieces to update it, because I think it's a very sweet deck. The deck is Ephemerate Tron. Now let's have a look at the list, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do to it. We got the full 75 here. So they included some extra cards as well. Like 4 Arboreal Grazers, which aren't currently played in Pauper, but it's a great card to have. Can I zoom in? Webcam. Transform. No. Group. No. Scale. Oops. They'll come back. Filters. Properties. I can't. We're just gonna have to full screen it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, 4 Arboreal Grazers. They're not played in Pauper, but they see play in Modern and in Pioneer, so I'm happy to have them. The next thing is a card I have 2 playsets of from buying old Pauper decks, is Prophetic Prism, which is incredibly banned, and that's how you know how dated this list is. This card is banned from Modern because of this deck. At the time, it was just so ridiculous that they had to ban it. And it's also it used to be very popular in Affinity, in ATOG Affinity. But yeah, I don't miss it, basically. It's fine, it can stay banned. So in no particular order, there is a Din Rover Horror. I am going to separate the sideboard. There are 2 Din Rover Horrors, 2 Seagate Oracles, 3 Seagate Oracles, Mnemonic Wall, 3 of them, Stonehorn Dignitary, a full playset, Forbidden Alchemy, which is I love this card. It never sees play. 2 Ghostly Flickers, 4 Expedition Map. Expedition Map was also banned for a while, again because of this deck, but now it's unbanned because they banned the Prism, which was the real problem. 4 Mole Drifters. Again, any deck that's playing Mole Drifter, fantastic. Playset of Chromatic Star. Oh wow, there's a foil. Oh, okay. I got duked there a bit because it's got the star, but it's actually just one of the it is one of the new ones then. Okay, that's kind of cool. Condescend, Capsize, and Prohibit are like your interaction spells. Out of all of these, Prohibit is the only one that sees any more play, but I can very much see having Capsize. The biggest problem with something like Capsize as your removal spell in current format is Initiative. What else we got? Moment's Peace, 2, 3. So there's 3 there, and there was 1 in the sideboard. I think it's pretty stock to play 4 main board. Pulse of Marasa. And then there's a load of lands. So the biggest change that I'm going to make, I'm going to replace a lot of like the creatures, I think. Like Seagate Oracle's going, 1 Stonehorn Dignitary maybe, 1 Din Rover Horror maybe. Probably swap these for other interaction. These need to be... I can't remember what the card's called, but we'll look it up in a minute. But Lorien Revealed exists, so we don't have to play Shimmering Grottos and Unknown Shores anymore. We can just land cycle for the good cards. So, for example, this list playing Thornwood Falls and Tranquil Cove. It's not really fetchable off of a Lorien Revealed, but Idyllic Beachhead and Tangled Islet So there we go. There's a new card as well from Lost Caverns of Ixalan, which I have conveniently here. Shimmering Cave. Ooh. There we go. Allows us to filter mana, and then later on it can pump up a Muldrifter. I also want to play a Quandrix Campus to be able to scry a bit. And I guess the last card I've got here that's ready for the list is Roiling Thunder. I'm going to play this because it can be a board wipe and a win condition. Like just Roiling Thunder for 10, Mnemonic Wall it back, and then do the same thing next turn. I think that's like a way to close out the game, which is what this deck can struggle with. So the other lands that they included was Remote Isle, which is very stock, and Haunted Fengraf, which was quite stock as well. There's no Bajuka Bog, which is annoying, but it's okay. We'll live. Well, I'm just happy to have like all of the main cards in one place, and because it's a deck that I've wanted for a while, but I've just never been bothered to pick it up. And then I suppose we can look at the Tron lands to see which arts they picked. So these are Chronicles printings. Ooh, they've gone for one of each. No way. Alright, sweet. See, a man of taste. Oh, that's cool. Alright. If nothing else, it's worth picking this up just to have one of each of the Tron lands, because there's stuff you can do with that. The sideboard as well. So the sideboard for this deck they were selling it with was 4 Pyroblast, 4 Hydroblast, 2 Circle of Protection blue, 2 Circle of Protection red, and a Curse of Chains. There was also a Din Rover Horror in there, and a Moment's Peace. I own playsets of the Elemental Blast. I have Pyroblast and Hydroblast. So, and they're honestly by far the most expensive card in this deck list. So I said, like, I'll buy it off you if I can not have those cards in it, and they agreed. It's got 2 cop red. I actually have 2 copies of this, and then 2 cop blue. I have in my Boros Synthesizer deck, because this is Pauper, and we all have nothing better to do with our lives than bling out our Pauper deck. I bought a beta copy of Circle of Protection blue to swag out mine. It's beautiful. I love it. I also have 2 copies of these, but having an extra blue is going to be useful. And having non-foil reds, because I have the DCI promos, I can't. They're illegal to play in sanctioned play, the versions that I have. So that's good. So this was a cool pickup, and I'm happy it arrived today, and we can unbox it on stream. There's lots of changes to be made. Let's see if I can bring up the list that I have been playing a little bit with it in Modo, but it's very slow. It's very slow to play. Let's have a look. Your decks. Pauper, 4-color Tron. Called it 4-color Tron, even though it's 5-color. Copy. There you go. Sorry to flashbang you. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! This is the list that I am looking at instead. Sort of an updated list, if you will. So, probably going to play a Din Rover Horror. I might swap it for something else. But for now I can see playing one. It's sort of... It's either that or Capsize, in my opinion. Although I've not played enough yet. 3 Wall, 4 Drifter. Muldrifter is weirdly like your win condition in a lot of games. And you can evoke it and all that good stuff. I've got 4 copies of Lorien. All the lists I've seen are playing 3. And if I'm honest, I don't think you need 4. I might cut one for a main deck Stonehorn or something. We'll see. There might be... should we have a look at lists on Goldfish? This is the most live stream I've done that is just like a waffling stream, and it's not me just like, let's get into a league and play it. So I'm going to have to chop it up, unfortunately. I have to actually edit imagine. It's way down here, isn't it? Okay, Ephemeratron. Okay. Ephemeratron is really good. It genuinely is really good. The problem it suffers with is that it's really slow. And on Magic Online, slow decks are incredibly punishing because you can only play them so fast. Like, there's a certain number of clicks, especially with a deck like this. There's some super complicated stuff you can do. You can use, like, if you're playing at instant speed, you can use Unwind in combination with Weather the Storm, Mnemonic Wall, and Ghostly Flicker to generate tons of mana by countering copies of Weather the Storm to net 9 mana each time, and then use all that mana to do something like a Roiling Thunder, right? There's tons of stuff you can do with the deck. And it is it's far easier to do it in paper and be like, look, I'm going to cast this, storm counts 3, I'm going to counter the first copy, and then you demonstrate a loop and be like, I'm going to do this 3 times. Generate, 24 mana or whatever. You can't do that in Modo. It's just not possible. So yeah, I can see why it doesn't do well in that. But in Pauper Geddons and that kind of thing, it used to do pretty well. I don't know if it's done as well, and to be honest, Ultratron is probably better, but it's a sweet deck. And I feel like it has a really high skill ceiling as well, which is why I want to play it. Exclude is an interesting one. I can see why you'd play it though. What has Exclude been printed in? Just to see if I might have one. Because any commons I don't have to find on the internet make my life a bit easier. No, I don't own one. Flip. It's okay. So yeah. This is a deck I want to try. I don't know if I'm going to do a Magic League with it. I might just play it in paper instead. Reason being, it's way faster to play in paper. And I'm a pretty slow Magic Online player. I like to take my time, and I play fast decks. Like, I've played tons of Hammer on Modo, and the games don't last long in terms of turns, but I like to take my time to make sure I'm doing the right clicks and thinking about it. And you don't have the luxury of doing it with this deck. You have to really know it. So I'm definitely going to test this. I might do some like practice rooms. I've done a couple already, but I'm just going to be honest, they're not great practice. So we shall see. But yeah, it's a sweet little unboxing on stream, which is fun to do. Oop. Put that to the side, and then give you a view of me again. Oh, I'm upside down. hang on. Boop, there we go. I'm back. Cool. If I did that. No. If I did that. So then when I look over there, it's like I'm looking at you, and then when I look there, you can see my face. That's what I should be doing. Okay. We're going to try a deck like this at some point. Oh, I need to launch Magic Online because I restarted my computer. Cool. So to recap, because I've literally been waffling for 45 minutes. Bans in Modern and Pioneer. Definitely Khan. Definitely Geological Appraiser. In Modern, likely Fury ban. If not Bowmasters. But I'd please ban the Fury, not the other one. Just got my password wrong. There we go. And yeah, I'm going to be doing loads of testing for a Pauper tournament. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Oh yeah, the decks I want to test. I've got a huge list of stuff I want to test. So things that I want to test that I can actually play are Ephemeratron, Boros Synthesizer, all that glitters Affinity, and Mono Blue Fairies. The only reason I would play Mono Blue Fairies is if I'm expecting a ton of Blue-Black Terror. I think that's the only reason I'd play it. Otherwise, I'd be on Blue-Black. But I don't have the cards for Blue-Black, and I'm not going to buy a playset of Snuff Out. So that one's off the cards, really. The next things that I want to try is Synthesizer. It's the deck I've played the most. I have the cards to build loads of variants of it. I don't think it is the best deck right now, but it should reward me if I play well. And then all that glitters Affinity. I've played a fair bit of it. I think the deck is really hit or miss. Sometimes it can feel unstoppable, and sometimes it feels like it does nothing. That is just a problem with the deck, I suppose. It's fallen off quite a bit now, especially in favour of Mono Blue Delver. He says that it won the challenge this weekend. But the list just hasn't changed at all. Blows my mind. So I can put this together as well. So we're definitely going to try this, definitely going to try Synthesizer, and I might play Dimir Fairies just because it looks like a lot of fun. But doing leagues for fun is risky because it means I'm going to have to spend more money when I lose them. So we're going to start off. I've downloaded a deck. I'm going to rent it on Card Hoarder now. Got a feel for content while I go on Card Hoarder. Downloads this one. Load deck. Bang. Okay. And I'm also going to play 3 Oblivion Rings, not 2. Sorry, 3 Journey to Nowheres, not 2. I've only got the Oblivion Ring in there because I own it. And I don't own 3 Journey to Nowheres. Okay, that'll do. I don't know why there's a 4. You own 4 of this? Oh, well then I don't need it. Perfect. And it is 13 ticks. Beautiful stuff. We'll cut the mountains and the plains. Apparently I also own 4 Dawnbringer Cleric, so we can cut those. Add those to cart. I think it's a lot of fun that I can rent multiple Pauper decks for like £2 a week. It's great. Alright. Should get a message any second. And then we can begin the league. Yay! So I guess we can quickly go over the old deck that I'm going to be playing. Cool. So this is the Boros Synthesizer list. The idea is it's just a mid-range deck, really. But it's got a lot of value built in. The reason it's called Boros Synthesizer is because it uses Experimental Synthesizer in combination with Glint Hawk and Kor Skyfisher to generate a lot of card advantage. It also has a lot of burn as reach, and it can grind really well. Come on. There we go. I recently learned we can do this as well. Whoop. Control A. $19 cut. Wait, really? No. How? Okay. Anyone that's watching this that knows how to use Modo, can they tell me how the hell I'm supposed to move all of these at once? I did it the other day. Control A. 59. Okay, I don't know. Guess I had to do it twice. Weird. Cool. I have found that this floods a lot as well when I'm playing. But that being said, you draw a lot of cards, so collection. Import. I don't have that. That's fine. Add one. Cool. Let's rename these. Can you not? Okay. Boros Synthesizer. And this one, we'll just call this one for Colortron. Alright. So Boros Synthesizer. Yeah, I suppose we'll just get into it. So I've played tons and tons against the Mere Terror. Apart from that, I've not really played against anything. That's literally all of my experience. So I'm confident in that matchup, even though it is bad. And then we're just going to see how it goes. Let's take it away then. Pauper. The league begins now. Pauper League. It's still 100 play points. It's bloody Pauper. Oh my god, can you imagine if I queued up with 4 Colortron? That'd be terrifying. Okay. Let's send it. Join. Play first match. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of this. Just looking at decks while we're playing. Just so I can sort of make sure I'm keeping up, I suppose. The fact that this website doesn't have dark mode, by the way, unreal. Disgusting. Oh. So I don't need that open. Opponent's going first. I've put my thing in over here now. I'm going to maybe shrink it a little bit. Boop. They have decided to go first. Good on them. We keep this. We keep this all day. I'm just going to be tabbing between all game. I'm going to turn the chat off in case naughty things get said. But good luck, have fun, opponents. I would like to keep this 7. Let's have a look what we got here. We just F6 first turn. Classic Pauper. Alright, turn 1 nothing. Suppose it could be a Spell Pierce turn. We cast the Relic anyway. If they counter it, they counter it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. No. No. Yeah. I don't know. It's mono blue. Like, I think it's likely it's mono blue. Unless it's mere control. But 2 islands is unusual. Get out our Thraben Inspector. Yeah, it could have been like mental note or that kind of thing. So it still does its job. Remind me, we need to change the basics here. Yeah, let's see. They were going to do something anyway. It is worthwhile. Cryptic Serpent. My favourite. It'll do. I'll bolt them in end step. This one in blue, they're actually quite susceptible to burn, at least. So I've played my land for turn. Not sure what I want to do. Probably just play Kor Skyfisher while I can, and we will return Thraben Inspector because the clues are going to be useful. Like, I could also bolt them, I suppose, while they're tapped out, but we'll see. They play Delvers and that kind of thing. No blocks. Oh dear. I should have bolted them. That's my bad. Okay. Let's play Lembas. Both my red. Kinda would like to hit a land. That's good as well. Let's play this. Return the Lembas. Get in. So we're just gonna F6 through our opponent's turn. I want to see if they play any sort of bounce spells. So they do play Snap, which means I'm blocking this turn. I didn't block. So they're brainstorming. I've only got 7 burn in my hand, so I can take them to 11. Okay, second Inspector is quite good. I'm going to play Lembas to try and draw a white source to play double Inspector, and that gives me quite a good blockers. And then I can also... I'm going to bottom it. I want to draw a land. Nil. I want to see if this resolves. 1 second. we're back. That's fine. I'm gonna... Cool. So quick sideboarding. We take out... Yeah, I was just having a chat with someone. So the reason we sideboard the way we do. Journey to Nowhere is the best answer to Cryptic Serpent and to... Nope. It's fine. Nope. Nope. Yeah, so Journey to Nowhere comes in, answers Cryptic Serpent. Are they gonna brainstorm response? Nope. Oh, but they just ponder. Okay, that's fine. They have a ponder in hand. We bring in Circular Protection blue because they can't win with it on the board. We bring in an extra relic because, as we saw last game, once the Cryptic Serpents start, it gets out of hand. And we take out Foundry Helix because it's quite a steep cost, and paying that much life. Sorry, not paying that much life. Sacrificing a card as part of a cost to get it counterspelled is really rough. So that's why we sideboard the way we do. Just get that out there now. Cool. Experimental Synthesizer time. It's a Rustvale Bridge. Yay. We'll play it. Combat. I don't know if we're attacking. I think we might be blocking, to be honest. Second main. I'll play a second relic. Yeah, I think so. They're going to reveal another card. They've used their ponder, so I'll just get rid of that one. It is. Oh, they didn't reveal. Interesting. This makes the block even better. So, yep, I will block this. If this was fairies, I wouldn't, because, yeah, okay, alright. Bloody hell. Yeah, if it's fairies, I don't block there, because they have mutagenic growth, and that's a terrible trade. But, yeah, okay. They might annul this, but we'll see. Hydroblast. Bastard. Normally, you don't see people bring in Hydroblast. Let's target you. I've not played a land, so I'll just fire this off. Lembas. Okay. I'll top that. Oh god. If they double flip. Oh no. Force Spike? Bloody hell. Alright, well they've only got one, they just revealed it twice. Yeah, I need to draw some removal. No blocks. Relic U. Force Spike is spicy. That's not good. What do I want to do? We'll relic them. That's the easy part. Currently, I can't win through a Cryptic Serpent, so I don't want to deal with fire that off straight away. I think just playing the Thraben Inspector and drawing off the clue is better than exploding the synthesizer right now. Because obviously the longer I wait on the synthesizer, you know, I might draw into like a Glint Hawk or something, and that would be really good. It's a fucking mountain. We're playing Ancient Den. I'm just gonna pass the turn. I'm gonna sacrifice the Lembas in their end step. If they mill cards or anything as well, I can explode the relic. Cool. So we'll eat the Lembas. Even as they ran, they felt renewed with energy. Something like that. That negates one attack. Oh, we're flooding. Okay. One mana to draw a card is pretty good rate. Damn. Okay. Not the end of the world. They hit the counter. Ooh. And there's me playing around 4 spike. Okay, so we go to 2. Pretty sure there's no mutagenic growth in these lists. We play 4 Gal Blasts and 3 bolts. You'd think, oh, they drew all 4 Delvers before I drew a single burn spell. That's unreal. Okay. Relic them first, seeing as it's proper. Oh man, the flood. The flood is real. GG opponent. Okay. It's not our fault we lost. we drew a good amount of spells, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lands and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spells. There was a Lembas as well, so it was a 10 lands, 11 spells. Bit skewed towards lands. Our opponent drew 4 Delvers in 18 cards. And matching up against 3 relics, not good. Not good, so it's not a great start to the league. But we're just aiming for 3 wins. I think 3 wins with Boros Synthesizer would be fine. And I think I played that as best I could. It was like a Relic of Progenitus hand as well. Like, I'm probably always keeping that. I'm gonna play with my new deck. I'm just gonna goldfish it. It's in sleeves as well, which is nice. I don't always expect to receive decks in sleeves, especially if it's a Pauper deck. It's not double sleeve though. You obviously don't respect yourself that much. Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't talk through the sideboarding, so I guess I can do that now. So the cards we cut were Dawnbringer Cleric, 2 Foundry Helix, and Makeshift Munitions, and a Bolt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to bring in 1 Protection Blue, 3 Journey to Nowhere, 1 Relic. I really like Makeshift Munitions in the Terra matchup, or I play it against fairies as well, obviously, because fairies. But a huge thing is with Makeshift Munitions is you create a lot of small creatures. Like, you'll be picking up and replaying Thraben Inspectors a couple times, so you can generate value out of them before you sacrifice them. And you're also playing Barbed Batterfist, which you can pick up and replay for like multiple creatures. And if you're blocking something that has unexpected fangs on it and then sacrificing it, they don't gain the life. So a lot of the time it'll give you a window to race your opponent. So they play first. We keep this hand all day. Oh, Gamgee Prestige. Right, good luck, have fun, opponent. Oh no. Draw. We just play the relic like this. There's no world in which I don't. They have the force spike. They have the force spike. Okay, cool. It's mono blue something. Draw. I'm just gonna play a Wind-Scarred Crag and pass. So next turn it gets interesting. So that resolves. Frantic Inventory. This is Turbo Fog. Oh, we're gonna be here forever. Okay. This is a deck that people like to play in paper, in fairness. So I'm not unhappy about playing against it. It's good practice. Okay. Do I want to play around Spell Pierce? Probably. Do I? Well, they didn't have it earlier. Send it. Hey. Well, oh, I was like, where are the cards? Cool. We will be playing this. See if it resolves. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna bring up the graveyards. Just because. Okay, they play a Moon-Circuit Hacker. Maybe it's fairies then. If it's Moon-Circuit Hacker. Frantic Inventory is a weird one. A double Moon-Circuit Hacker. Then I care less about this relic, if that is the case. Well, they've given me the ability to have 4 mana, which I love, so play this. I can just yield to this. You wouldn't yield to this if you had a Crackland Shaman in your deck, but I do. I do not, sorry, so I don't need to yield to it. I'm not going to always yield to these. Pick this up. Pass turn to our opponent. Puts them in an awkward spot where either they bounce the token, which is not good value, or they bounce my Skyfisher, which is also not good value, just to get in and draw discard. They're probably not happy about the position they're in after that. I'm liking where we're at. This is weird. I feel like I'm playing against fairies based on double Moon-Circuit Hacker, but the Frantic Inventory threw me off. I thought it was, I just assumed it was Turbo Fog. But then they didn't play any green mana, so who knows? Really, who knows? In the interest of mutagenic growth, I'm just going to block like that. Right, okay. So they get to draw discard, which is okay. I will relic them. I'll just continue to do it until I need to explode it, but it's actually not as important in this matchup as I thought it might be. If it's against Mono Blue Terror. This Dawnbringer Cleric's a pain in the ass, eh? Let's play him. That's a bit of fun. Gain 2 life. Oh no, I could have destroyed a Moon Circuit Hacker. Ah. I always forget they're enchantment creatures. What a nightmare. Right. We live in that. And then we'll pass the turn. I'm just going to be a control deck for a bit. The longer the game goes on, I think the worse this gets for them. Especially if they're drawing this much land. All I have to do is win on board. Ninja of the Deep. There's no ninja, so... End turn. Okay. Let's just exile Relic of Progenitus. This is good. We get to bounce our synthesizer. We get to do the value plays. What do I want off this? Let's see. Oh, a bolt. That's cool. Alright, we'll play that. Cool. Good to have. Yeah, oh, such a blunder not killing the Moon Circuit Hagger with the Dawnbringer Cleric. See, this is why it's good to practice online. I might have missed that otherwise. Play a Batterfist. I'm playing this pre-combat because I want to know if I should be attacking with this Skyfisher or not, and the answer is I should be. So there we go. Because there is no rogue that they can flash in for 1 mana, which is relevant. Gives -2, -0. Frantic Inventory. Well, there we go. The relic did something. It stopped them drawing a card. And if that's all it does this game, then I'm fine with it. But I just can't imagine they're playing Moon Circuit Hacker, and Fairy Duelist, and Ninja of the Deep Powers in a deck with a Cryptic Serpent or a Tolarian Terror. It just doesn't make sense. The Frantic Inventory is weird as well. Like, they can't attack. Draw. Okay, in the interest of playing around a Spell Pierce, I may as well hold up the Galvanic Blast in my turn rather than theirs. I'm just going to get in with these. Cool. Play Inspector. Is that my 3rd artifact? No, I've got 2 Batterfists and an Ancient Den. So I can sacrifice this clue now. Oh, it's a Helix, interesting. Four, 8, 12 damage? I'm just going to pass here. So I currently have 8 damage in hand, which can take our opponent down to 4. And then obviously I have 2 Kor Skyfishers, but they do have a flying blocker. So they are absolutely sending it. I will absolutely be blocking here and here. No. Yeah. See what they do. There could be like a snap ninjutsu or something. Oh, it's just a normal ninjutsu. That's fine. If they have another ninja, a Gal Blast becomes bad, but we'll see. Bit more mana. I guess they can flash that back in and save one of them. There you go, it's a bit of a synergy play. Which I don't care about too much. No, they're not. Interesting. They must save the Moon Circuit Hacker, right? What else they got going on that they're not doing that for? Oh, that's it. Okay, let's kill this bad boy. So no, this is just me like playing around spell PS. They probably don't have it, but like I just don't see a reason not to. They're just gonna let me board wipe them like that. Let's equip this. They have a flash flyer in their hand, so I'm just going to attack with the ground guys for now. Because if they want to flash, try and ninjutsu next turn, hold up the Kor Skyfishers as blockers. Okay, they did have a That's the card that I couldn't remember the name of. That's fine. And the Fairy Duke. Okay. That's fine too. So it is mono blue fairies with frantic inventory. I'm confused, really, by what's going on. Second main phase, let's play this Experimental Synthesizer and just push ahead in cards. An interesting thing about this deck is as well that it gets ahead on board rather than like via cards in hand. Play this. We'll equip this here. I'm not going to hold up the Foundry Helix. Quite frankly, I don't think it matters. No! Oh, punished for exhaling the relic. They've drawn an extra card. They drew 2 cards off that. Value, dude. One step. My turn. Like, I've just played way more cards than my opponent. It is doing a good job. Let's sacrifice this. So we get a land, a samurai, we'll play the land. Do I attack with everything? No, probably not. Attack with this, and also attack with that. What I should have done is put that on there. No, because then it gives them trades. I'm interested. This is very interesting. How should I do this? Just the Dawnbringer Cleric. I'm not worried about losing, to be honest. Sure. Now, if they want to double block this, they can, but thankfully I now have 2 flyers on the board. They are double blocking it. They're triple blocking it. Yeah, it's fine, mate. I could kill one of them, but gives them a clean block on the old cleric there. Let's equip this to Kor Skyfisher. See, there's an argument for not bolting them in the last turn, I guess. But no, I'm going to use them off something anyway. When Moonblade Shinobi deals damage, create an illusion. Sure thing, mate. I'm holding up this Foundry Helix as a possible win condition. let's start attacking with these. They can only really ninjutsu one creature next turn. So. This is interesting, actually. So I can Foundry Helix them, sacrificing the Batterfist to kill both of the... Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, sacrifice the Batterfist. Fantastic play. Exquisite. Play this. And pass to them. I suppose I could have attacked with Samurai as well. Wow, they drew all four. My opponent has played 4 frantic inventories. Fair play. Well, 2 mana draw 3 cards is pretty good when it works. Wow, they're going to create a 1-1. Wait, what does this one do? They're going to bounce a creature to my hand. Well, I suppose the only real target is the Samurai. Yeah. Everything else just draws me cards. I wonder what they've got in hand. Could they have more of those weird fairies? Yes, they do, because they picked up a weird fairy. So. Triggered ability, no. Activates Mistblade Shinobi. Returns Fairy Duelist to their hand. Does that do anything if I click it? No. But so they have a Fairy Duelist, basically. They have a flash. It's a Gal Blast. Alright. Cool. Let's force them to use it. I believe that's checkmate. Well, hey, okay. So they're just playing ninjas, really. Which is interesting. I'm not really sure what to play against ninjas. I think Dawnbringer Cleric's solid. So I'm going to bring him in. Also, cast into the fire. They don't have X1s, weirdly. So they're just not vulnerable to like cast into the fire or Electrickery. Revoke Existence is a bit poor. I don't need to do a lot to the deck, to be totally honest. So I'm happy with Dawnbringer Cleric. Obviously I want this. I've just got to cut 3 cards. To be honest, the easiest one's to cut a Foundry Helix. And also Relic is very easy to cut. I think I'm probably going to do that. Because I believe Relic probably does the least against them. Now, if they're on the play, they might out-tempo me, but we'll see. I more or less know what's in their deck. I think I'll mulligan this. Now, if there was any format where you can keep those kind of hands, it's Pauper, but I don't think I will. Right, mate. Well, sure. We can start to build their deck, shall we? Crack on. Follower and reveal. I guess I'll just play Lembas. Oh, I can't. I just can't click. Sure. Yes. I would like that card. Alright, so their deck has 4 frantic inventory. That's my go. It's very tempting to just send the blue. We'll see. They're gonna have to tap out eventually. So I'd rather play this guy. 4 frantic inventory, 4 Fey duelist. Spell stutter sprite that resolves. Gal Blast in response. Alright, it's a nice little fight. So it's turn 3. We'll play this. I was gonna say, there's no way I missed a land at some point. Cool. So they've obviously got 4 sprite, 4 1-drop, rogue, R-O-G-E. Yeah. 4 deep hours, 4 ninja. Okay, draw. So they do have another spell, or they do have a spell stutter sprite. That won't counter this. I'm really tempted just to like throw it down. I also want to wear them down. Let's play this. Yeah, we'll exile a card from a graveyard. We'll hit Frantic Inventory. And if they Frantic Inventory in response, then I can kill the ninja. That's in a good place. Okay. I think I'm just going to expect everyone to play Hydro Blast against me. Which means this becomes like even higher value. But I'm being cheeky with it, trying to find a place for it to resolve. Well, yeah. No mutagenic. Okay. An untapped land would be amazing. Damn. Okay. Fair enough. It's fine, mate. Maybe I should. No, I should have killed the Brine Barrow Intruder. You only have 1 mana out. That was a misplay. I should have killed that in end step. I'm trying to play too quick. Okay. Island pass. They have to have cards at some point. This will bait out a spell stutter sprite for sure. See what they got. Sure. Yeah, resolves. No, I should have bolted it. I should have just bolted it. God damn. They didn't have an ninjutsu creature last turn, in all fairness. So, in their end step, I'm bolting the Spellstutter Sprite this turn, just to get them off of a fairy. So that maybe I can just try and slam this blue next turn. Block. A snap would be brutal. But, well, it wouldn't be brutal, it's just not ideal. Frantic Inventory, okay. Come on, fingers crossed. Come on. They didn't protect the Spellstutter Sprite. This makes me think that I can resolve this. Unless they have a null or something. But... Yay! Da, 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 da. Alright, cool. Have fun. The next time a blue source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. Alright, Cogwork Wrestler. Didn't think that was a Pauper playable, but I suppose it's basically a Brian Bauer intruder that's an artifact. For better or for worse. No, because you can still ninjutsu. Dropping 5 mana for Lorien Revealed. All good. I should Gal Blast this then. I mean, this isn't exactly where I want to be. I can just negate damage forever. I don't want to lose on time though, so I do need to win at some point. See, in paper, if I can't close out this game, I would still win 1-0, but on Magic Online that's not the case. Block. I've never seen how it works before. That's quite cool, the way it does that. See, like, if I just draw into lands, they'll never kill me. It's not the correct way of doing that. Let's cast this. Hydro Blast. Okay, they just cancel it. See, I really don't want to sit here for 10 minutes and just use Circle of Protections and lose to time, but that is a real win condition for my opponent. So realistically, I just need to play fast. to draw this Lembas, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. Unfortunately, my opponent's the one that wins if they do nothing. It's fine. The clock's just going mad. It's going up and down. I just need to draw cards to get out of this. Like, sacrificing the Lembas, I don't think it really does anything. Well, I suppose it gives me 2 mana scry. Should I draw it? But if it gets countered, then that sucks. You know, I should just attack with this Dawnbringer Cleric, really. This is the most boring game of Magic ever. I can't believe I'm going to lose this 1-0 where I'm the loser. Why did it die? Oh, it's to me. Oh, God. They haven't said anything. No blocks. I'm gonna have to activate this so many times. Let's do it for 2. No, I do not want to concede the game. Wow, that was an intense misclick. See, my opponent is just on the counter absolutely everything I do game plan. Can you just concede, please? This is good, they're using up time, which is important. It's just like the action on me to click is so annoying. Like, you can hear the clicks on the mouse, I just don't know why they don't go through. It's unreal. Like, it's annoying that there's this timer, and it's timing me on how long it takes for the game to register clicks. F6. Play land. There's too many lands in this deck. Yeah, I suppose I can attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No blocks. Come on, dude. Oh my god, I had to double click and it did that? Really? No. Like, simple things, like in Arena, it knows if you need to play a card, it's going to tap for white. Surely. I don't know, man. It's so sad that this is a paper win. It's absolutely a paper win. My opponent never kills me. Come on, like... Extra clicks. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna have to take some damage here and there. My opponent has a handful of counter spells. Sure. There's no bombs. So you just... It's one creature on the board with more than 1 power. Oh, it's on them at least. Oh my god, this is awful. So they should just be playing enough creatures to try and kill me. Really, they don't have to do anything, I guess. Well, I can't take 20 seconds a turn, basically. I just can't click fast enough. Again, you have shortcuts in paper. I can be like, I'll cop all of them. But no, okay, so I've got 155. That took me 23 seconds. Oh my god. See, look, if you double click... It didn't register the click! It didn't register the click. Oh my god, this is unreal. This client is unbearable. Alright, my PB so far is 26 seconds. 106, 105. I could have just blocked the thing and killed it. I'm thinking about playing too fast. I'm gonna have to start taking damage. I've clicked the sources, man. So I'm just whatever. Take 2. Don't care. Discard the hand size. Like, I only need 2 mana. Just use the mana in the pool. It's fine. This is unreal. I really want to just be salty and type to my opponent, but I'm going to hold off. Oh my god. I'm actually not even going to have enough time to do this. Oh I was never losing that match. Ever. I would have decked them. Oh my god. Unreal. They didn't even type anything. Just like, concede that. Come on. Who plays that out? That's unreal. So we're 0-2, and I lost 1-1, apparently. Even though I didn't lose any games. So stupid. Well, you can see why they don't print the circular protections anymore. Not that they were any good, really. It's just because mono blue is really popular at the moment. Oh, that's so sad. It really sucks. Oh well, we move on. Oh. Am I going to go first? Oh, yay! We get to play. Oh. We keep. It's rough, but we'll keep. Mountain go. I am the bad deck now. Ooh. I'm gonna bolt it. Like, it's not the best bolt target in the world, but... Oh, okay. I thought I was doing something else this turn. Lembas. Probably should have still Boros Garrisoned. I will top it. You'll go. Doesn't 6 twice. No, it does undo it. Okay. Two Force and Whispers, Hope's Nightmare, discard a card, discard this, probably. Sure, I'll discard. This. I feel like this might have the most relevance, seeing as they've already put 2 enchantments, but we'll see. Cool. I hate it, dude. Is it just my client? Or does this happen to everyone? Because this sucks. I might have to have a Google after this game, just to see if I can make it more responsive. Alright. No, it's weird, it doesn't have to target, does it? So I will use it, and I will return this. And then... I will use a Lembas to draw a card. Bottom that. Cool. And play this. And passed. They're just going to scry 2. That's fine. Not seen this in Pauper yet. I've seen it a bit in Modern though. I saw someone at the RC Cures was playing a cool rack deck. Was playing it, and someone was playing it in friendlies. They had mono black burn, but that's not their main deck. Target player loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. That's fine. See, I have Lembas in my deck, so if their deck is just mono black burn, then I'm probably fine. Target player loses 2 life. No, come on! I hate this client, dude. I just can't. Skyfisher and replay it? Or replay the Lembas? They have another one? Sure. All of their stuff is sorcery speeds. I mean, I'll just sacrifice this. This is a sweet deck. So, yeah, drain for 3. Draw a card. They've gained 10 life this game. Sure. Draw a turn. No, don't. Oh, I thought I clicked on the Kor Skyfisher. I would have lost it. See, like, my turns are taking so long. Just because I have to wait for the client to respond to things. Like, my opponent's done so much. And their timer's just not got... torture, if death gets more involved. Let's see. I'll go death, but it's a time slave. Okay, sure. Mono Blackburn. Give me these. And Relic's probably fine. Do I want Journeys? No, probably not. Do I want Revoke Existence? Maybe? How does Madness work? Let's just quickly... I want to see if I can Relic in response to the Madness. Cards discarded from a player's hand. A spell cast for its Madness cast is put on the stack. It can be copied and countered and so on. If you discard a card with Madness while resolving a spell or ability, it moves immediately to exile. Continue resolving the spell. The card is not in your graveyard at this time. Its Madness trigger will be placed on the stack. So Relic doesn't do a lot. There's no point in bringing in an extra one. Oh, it's so laggy. Alright, cards to cut. I guess I'm racing. I'm just gonna have to cut more relics, aren't I? No, can we, like, speed up MTGO? Yes. No, like, it's actually lagging. I'll keep. I'm playing against black, so I think playing a Rustvale Bridge is pretty safe. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch this afterwards. That's not death touch, is it? Like, for example, my opponent killed me, and I'm still 2 minutes behind. Like, everything's taking twice the amount of time. It's short. I just skipped through my turn. Like, I can't deal with this. Disabling animations, deleting all decklists. Starting every 2 leagues. Right, well they do play a lot of enchantments then. Like twice in this league, multiple times, I've just skipped through my turn. Because I'm trying to go through to their end step and then it just like completely fails. Okay, if we hit a Foundry Helix off this, we hit a Foundry Helix. And it's an L, but we didn't, so it's a dub. Bottom that. Nice. That's fine, I'm F6. Let's close some windows, I guess. Thing is, I can't imagine its performance from my computer, because it's pretty good. All the stuff my opponent's doing is coming through fine. It just feels clunky as well, I suppose. So this lets me hold up like Clue plus Bolt. Should anything go wrong, I can Foundry Helix in response. Attacking the Clue next turn, I can gain 3 off the Lembas. I'm just pressing 1 instinctively. I'd probably need to use the mouse instead. That might help with the attack player loses 2 life. Sure. They are flashing it back. That's fine. Or escaping it, sorry. End turn. Okay, I'm gonna bolt this. took 3 clicks to do that. And then sacrifice. I'm using the mouse for accuracy, but like I still feel the greatest. They down to 2. Can I take 9 damage? That's a great question. I'm not sure. I reckon if they are going to deal a lot of damage to me, it's not going to be by escaping Sovereign's Bite. Or, sorry, serrated. What the hell is it? Fruits of Tizerius? Yeah. Like, it's 4 mana to do that. Like, the Dawnbringer Cleric can destroy that, which is better value, I think. Sure, I lose 1. Okay. I'll discard a card. I should yield. Sure. Draw. I'm just sort of perpetually holding up this Foundry Helix. I'm going to cast it next turn regardless, just because I do need to be efficient with mana, and then I can play and bounce the Kor Skyfisher to exile the thingy of Fruit of the Fruit of Tizerius. It's just like if they play something, it might be worth me helixing that. But then if they have a Deadly Dispute, it's not worth it. So I'm just going to helix them regardless, I guess. Okay, they're just activating that to discard draw. I'm happy to see that, because that means they have bugger all in hand. Damn, Pauper goes on a long time. Falling asleep here. What on earth are you tapping that much mana for? Three cards enter the exiled zone. Sure. I will lose 2 life. Sure. I suppose I could target that. No, I'll just do that. I draw. So I'm going to attack with everything. Second main phase. I will cast Lembas. I will put that on top. Thank you. And then I will cast Kor Skyfisher. Returning Dawnbringer Cleric. Casting Dawnbringer Cleric. Exiling a card from a graveyard. This one. Passing the turn. I need to just yield to everything, probably. That would help with the time issues a lot. But yeah. I don't need more cards to win, so I'm just going to go with that. At least we're both playing decks that can close the game fast against each other. Like, I feel if I'm not dead now, I'm probably not going to be. Sure. Draw. So I'll attack with everything to start. Do some damage. Then I will sacrifice Lembas. And then I'll play another Lembas. I will put it on top. I will play a Relic. And explode it. Stop them flashing back. Bump in the night. Play a Wind-Scarred Crag. Always yield. And pass the turn. And maybe, so the reason I attacked with everything was I saw potentially playing that Thraben Inspector, but I have enough life that that's already to Scorpion problems. I think they need to hit. I don't think there's a certain combination of cards they can hit that will win them the game off that. So. It's 2, 4, 6, 7 damage. Yeah, definitely attack. Okay. Draw. First things first. Activate the Lembas. Play an Inspector. Sacrifice a clue. Cool. Seeing as next turn is going to be the last one anyway, it's probably just best to gain life off this. Rather than... because that's only going to deal 1 anyway. So I'm just going to gain 2. They're going to scry. Okay, it's a person in a crown dying. I couldn't really tell what the art on the Hopeless Nightmares was. Not because it's bad art, it's just sort of dark colours on it. It's hard to tell from far away. Okay. Should need a 10. I don't know what else they could get. It's going to deal 10 damage. They could probably, like, the most efficient is like, I guess if they had 2 bump in the nights and somehow had the mana to recast it. In retrospect, not retrospect, but like after further testing, obviously I don't want this. Relic of Progenitus is good. The question is, how many do I want? Do I want them more than Dawnbringer? No, obviously not. I'm not sure. I'll probably just leave it as is. 2 relics will do. Can I quickly turn off animations? Oh my god, I've crashed the game. God damn it. Come on, pull through, pull through. There we go. God. Yeah, time's not an issue or anything. I'm not timed, don't worry. This isn't eating into my clock. God's sake. There we go. Keep. My opponent goes first. Alright, well after turning off all that, it's running way faster. Alright, it's way better. Okay. Second main, planes. And it is my turn too, so we will come on there. Sure. Okay. No, it's not really helped. Maybe a bit. But we'll see. No, I still have to double click things all the time. It's really unfortunate. What the hell? I don't know why it just did that. No, I'm gonna go aggressively for different cards, I think. That's fine. Sure. Put me to 9. Put me to 2. Draw. Okay. Put me to 2. No, deal 2. Yeah, we'll sacrifice the Lembas. Yield to water abilities from Lembas. I thought I'd... Oh, sure. Lightning bolt. That. Play a Scarred Crag. Attack. Enter. Cool. Draw for turn. Okay. Attack with this. Bottom. Cool, Thraben Inspector, that's fine. Let's play him. They do have Fruit of Tizerius. So maybe I just Synthesizer. But then I don't have red mana to cast anything that's red off of it. So I'll do that. It's fine. And I am tempted to just kill the Scorpion. It does suck losing a life to do it. Well, deal 2 damage, sorry. Put me to 7. They're essentially, they can... If their last card is a Madness card, then it does kill me. They can go discard, Madness, pay 1, and then like 1 mana 3, 1 mana 3. That is a line that kills me. So I'm just gonna live with it. Okay, here we go. Yes. Oh no, they have to pay 2 mana to do that, obviously. Okay, so I could have just killed the Serrated Scorpion. I'm gonna hold up mana because all their stuff's sorcery speed. Pretty sure. Like, yeah, this is sorcery. That's Madness, you can instant, but yeah, all of these things are sorcery, right? Yeah. So bump in the night, take me to 3. That's okay. They can't do any more damage to me this turn. I will kill the Scorpion going to 1. Oh, it's scary. It's really scary doing that. Kill the Scorpion, go to 1. Lembas, go to 3, go to 4. And that means I'm alive next turn. Because the thing is, as soon as they draw a Deadly Dispute, that Scorpion just becomes really valuable. So I think I do want to bolt it, weirdly. But if we're using mana, like if we're in the business of using mana, then I'd probably rather use it for this. And we should be able to close this out with 7 items. Yield, please. Okay. Draw. It don't feel great, but I'd rather do this than Synthesizer, because if I get something that goes red, I can't play it. No! Huge pun. I was meant to play that. God damn. Is there a difference between being on 4 and on 5? Not massively. But there is a difference if I bounce it and replay it with like a Skyfisher. Don't love that. Okay. I could hit a Dawnbringer Cleric. It's a Galvanic Blast. I'm not going to play a Glint Hawk. I have to get a bit lucky here. Which is annoying. So a land is both not good and bad at the same time because they can escape the Fruit of Tizerius, which is what they're doing. I'm just going to F6. Okay, so we always attack with everything. Because this is a bit of a race. And then we can play the Glint Hawk. Yes. Trigger that. Reveal a Rustvale Bridge. I don't care so much for that. Play the Synthesizer. Trigger that. Reveal a Lightning Bolt. I don't care much for that either. Well, then I'll sack the Clue to draw a card. Yeah, I can't get anything that's worthwhile, really. And then I passed him. Take it away, opponent. Oh, this is tight. I think they probably have it. Damn. I need to restart this, because this is useless. It's so hard to play with this. Verifying application may take a few minutes. I'm surprised it doesn't. Okay. Bing. Did that work first time? Okay. Is there anything else? MTGO performance issues. Finally solved progressive lag issue. Let the control panel open. Alright, the other thing seems annoying, but I'm going to restart the client again after the NVIDIA control panel. That was 100% wrong. We can cool. Let's hope that this works. So far we're 0-3 in the league. 100% we should have won it, because what should have won game 2, just because, like, I mean, you would have in paper. That's how it works. Alright. This is going terrible. God damn. I'm so annoyed that match 2 is a loss. I get it makes sense for MTGO, but oh well. Here we go. On the game, on the play. I'll keep. Alright, so probably Gary, like initiative, is what we're playing against, which is, I don't know how the matchup goes, so we'll see. Let's play Thraben Inspector. Pass turn. I feel like this might be a slightly better matchup. I don't know. Initiative is a good card, is the thing. Like, the initiative is really good. So maybe my burn is the thing that might make the difference. We'll see. I have a nice aggressive start, which is always good in these like tempo-based matchups. It's a mountain. We'll play the mountain. I'm not going to return the synthesizer, so I'll just cast that and pass the turn. It's fine. They have a lot of like edict effects. Like their removal suite's good, in fairness. Cool. Let's combat. Attack with all creatures. Okay. It's good to know. Again, they can't stop the ETB, so. Well, that is sort of worst case scenario, but it happens, so we'll just leave it. I sort of expect to cast down. Oh, a Defile. Uh-oh, opponent. Maybe they just didn't want to discard to hand size. If that is the case, then fair enough. Yeah, that has to be it. Okay, that's not a misplay. I can't. I'm gonna give them more credit than they thought all their lands were. Nope. Okay, this seems to be running a bit better. Don't expect the Kor Skyfisher to live, but you know, miracles happen. Maybe they did just make a mistake. No, because they would have discarded to hand size. But then they can just do it in their turn. Okay, they'll definitely dispute that then. This is where their card advantage comes from. It might just be a better version of this, like weirdly. I'm always going to yield to that. Yes, I will play that. Okay, we're in a good spot. This is initiative turn for them, but they just don't. They can't keep it if they play it, is the thing. Like, being behind with the initiative is not where you want to be. Okay, that's pretty good. They can wipe the Vord. Deals X damage to each creature and each player. So they can just pop it and deal 2 to everything. Suppose I want you to do that now. It's fine. 4, 8 damage. So if we can find... No, well, I need red mana as well. So. Plains, not ideal. Glint Hawk, hell yeah. I would love to. Is it Avenging Hunter that they play? Let's go. Have a look over here. I'm F6, I can't do anything. Unless they give me mana, which I wouldn't mind. So what is cool? It's really low on like the list of things that see play, right? It's not in the top 10. But it does well, like consistently. That's fine as well. Where is it? Am I just blind? Sure, they can put Crypt Rats back on top. Sure. I can't imagine giving this 1 toughness makes it more susceptible to anything else. There is an incoming Crypt Rats, I suppose. But okay. No, okay, not quite, not quite. Okay, let's... That was a mistake, really. But, yep. Happen. Okay, well I don't have any mana. I'm gonna leave the Samurai token unequipped. If they pop Crypt Rats, then for 2, with no mana for Lembas, I can double Gal Blast. It's the best I can do, really. They're not playing around it, I guess. But they don't have to yet. Okay, Wellspring. Keep tapping mana, keep tapping mana. So yeah, they have the rats in hand. They didn't play it though. Okay, let's just attack. Does equipping the Batterfist do anything? We will see. Okay, cool. That is a nice start. Damn. Okay, that's something. We'll play this. Okay, and just pass the turn. Again, they have Crypt Rats in hand. If I equip the Batterfist to the Glint Hawk, makes X equals 1 all that much more powerful. Tithing Blade's sweet though. There we go. Huh. Sure. It's kind of what we were digging for, I guess. Cool. There we go. This, I'm not gonna lie, this feels like it's pretty good. I can get ahead of them and they can't really play their their cards that do the initiative. Why is it not on here? Is it really not played at all? Maybe it's under the mono black category? No. If I just click on Pauper. Will it give me recent tournaments? Anywhere? There we go. Yeah, it's like this kind of deck. Oh, they're only playing the one Avenging Hunter. Crit Rats really is like how they control the board. Drowning Sorrow. Okay, I need to be more careful about board wipes then, especially if they're playing Drowning Sorrow. So it's just like Troll of Khazad-dûm, Tithing Blade, Lembas. So it's just a ton of removal. I want these then. I'm just thinking, do I want anything else? Well, these are... There's nothing that cares about the graveyard, right? So... Apart from Witch's Cottage, yeah, I'm gonna take out all the relics. Dawnbringer Cleric, any enchantments? Or like anything that qualifies as an enchantment that technically isn't? No, they have a few artifacts, but cast into the fire maybe? Over what, though, is the question. I'll take out the Dawnbringer Cleric, I'll put in a cast, but that's probably as far as I'll go. I lost a die roll. There we go, we've got 20 minutes to spare as well. I'm in a pretty good spot. I reckon I'm going to mulligan this. I'll keep, this is much better. And I'm going to put back this Galvanic Blast. Because I'd rather have like all the actual cards. Kor Skyfisher is the most important card in this hand, just because it doesn't die to Drown in Sorrow, and it's like a harder target to kill with crit rats and all that kind of thing. Okay, they duress. See what they take. I reckon it's the Batterfist. Yeah. Ah. Right. Did they mulligan then? Well, I may as well play around this. Okay. Placeholder turn 1. So, yeah, they did mulligan to 6. I'm just going to develop mana and pass. I don't see much reason to like start playing stuff out until we get into like the threat of an Avenging Hunter. That's definitely what it's called, which costs 5. Colony Garden. Like Colony Garden Deadly Dispute is a nice value engine, but I just don't see him winning the game. I do need an artifact or like something valuable to bounce. Okay, here we go. This is good. That's fine. I'm happy I waited to get value out of that Kor Skyfisher before playing it, because it does mean he's gone down a card to kill it, because he needs to kill it, but at the same time I get to keep my Barbed Batterfist, my Rebel token. Which is still a threat to them. Guessing it's Deadly Dispute then? Okay. We are slowly getting through it. I'm going to do the exact same turn I just did. Okay. They eat the Lembas themselves. This feels much more responsive now. So I'm sort of lining my opponent up for a Drowning Sorrow, but if they commit a card like that, I still have a Barbed Batterfist. Okay, they can kill everything then. That's fine. Which is okay. They will be taking 3 damage to do it. Simple magic, I'll attack with all first. Yeah, well, take 3 or take 4. So. Second main phase. I'll play Thraben Inspector. And Barbed Batterfist. They yield until next end step. There's a Drowning Sorrow. It's fine. Sort of half expected it. They are crawling back in terms of cards. But I should remain ahead after this clue token. It's a real battle of the mid-range. This is cool magic. Oh, it's a banger. It's an absolute banger. They're not happy about that. Ooh. Hello. Investigate. I'm gonna draw now. I'm feeling spicy. Okay. See what we get. Bottom that. And pass to them. Sure. Really, they're bringing Weather the Storm. I suppose I have a lot of burn, but in a super grindy matchup like this, it's generally not a great card to have. Doesn't impact the board at all. Okay. Sure. Like Decklist. The bottom up. Okay, Rustvale Bridge. Not amazing. I I won't explode the synthesizer yet because I don't really need it, basically. Again, like, you're a Lembas deck, so like, I don't know. Seems weird. They go up a few cards. Cold Garden. Sure. I too shall. Do that. It's probably more valuable for me to actually blast that. Just so that if this samurai token does live, it can get him for more. We'll see. This swamp cycle. Let's get cottage. Play cottage. Put back Crypt Rats. Like, again, Crypt Rats isn't winning you a game. I do need to speed up my play a lot though. Yield, getting the yields down is. I don't know why it's. Sure. So one of their cards is a Crypt Rat. There he is. I'm gonna bolt him now. Sure. I don't think that kills me before it kills you. Seeing as I can just continue to develop my board. Makeshift Munitions might have been good this game. Did I board it out? I'm just going to yield through this. No. Yield until next end. Okay. Yeah, quickly view sideboard. No, it's still in here. Okay. In combat, I'm going to hold back this Batterfist. I'm sure there's some sort of removal or... I'm just trying to avoid getting drowned in smoke because I'm sure they're boarding in extra copies. Top... What? Oh, top 3 black cards of your graveyard. Not... Okay. like your library. How does it know which cards are which? Yeah, I'll play it. No, I'm actually not gonna do that. Oops. Suppose we can look at the sideboard. Deglamour. But it shovels it into my library, which I'm fine with. I don't mind having cards in my library. So yeah, another thing I'm going to try and do is, like, I'm not going to sacrifice this Experimental Synthesizer until I don't have something on board. Okay, we'll bolt the Crypt Rats. Like, I'm very much catching up in time. Just I have quite long turns because of this. I have to get rid of that. That's fine. I'll put it on top. I'm not going to equip now. Cool. Sure, mate. You have to do something, like... Again, I'm happy to... I don't know why it's not yielding to these. I suppose I should play munitions first, but... So what makeshift munitions... Yeah, so what makeshift munitions is doing is it's making all of the removal they play at least a damage source for me. So there's that. I can play Crypt Rats, that's fine. Pay one, sack a creature, deal one. How many Crypt Rats is that? 3. Okay, we back. Had a bit of a slip up somewhere in there. Just completely skipped past my combat and missed 7 damage. Hopefully that doesn't end up mattering. So next turn I get Throne of the Dead Man or whatever. How many Kor Skyfishers in my graveyard? Just 3? Okay. So they get the Undercity. Sure, whatever. I'm going to get it back. And then I will get Throne of the Dead Man or whatever. This game is a banger. Okay. So then I get the initiative back. It's fine. Yes. I'd like this one, please. More infinite creatures. It's fine. Enter. Alright, I need to start counting how many artifacts I have. Because I might just be able to ping them to death. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Woohoo! We won a match. Oh, we did it. God, that was a slog. Okay, for the 2 and 3 then. For the 2 and 3. What are the rewards for 2 wins? So for 2 wins you get 50 play points. I'd love the 50. Because that would be another league for me. Because I have 65. Come on. One more win. And no more lag. No more lag, which is great. God damn. Okay. And come on. Come on. There must be someone playing Pauper. Okay, it's still really annoying. This could have been a 3 and 2 league. Ah, such a shame. Draw. Timing queue, it's taking forever. Celebrate by giving Tuesday. Celebrate by giving Tuesday hosting a charity stream. Well, I don't. No one's gonna watch it anyways. I'm sure Tuesday hosting will be fine. We're in game. Come on. Yes, and we get the play. And we keep this. Nice. Right, it's a lot of effort to play fast, but we've got to keep it up. Play very fast. Wind-Scarred Crag. Always yield. Go. Speed and power. Sure. Oh god, speaking of speed and power. Well. Goblin Blast Runners. What do these do? Has +2/+0 as long as you've sacked a permanent this turn. Okay. Let's play Lembas. Oh, oops. It's the upkeep. We can't cast cards in the upkeep. Play a Lembas. This. Turn this. Pass turn. If I can trade this for a Blast Runner, that'd be really good. What's that? Just showcase prestige. So they can sacrifice the blood token now to pump their Blast Runners. Or they could just sacrifice it to a Completion Rebirth and then Lightning Bolt that and hit me for 9. I'm surprised no one's banned from this deck, so it's been so good for so long. But we move. Oops. There we go. Okay, they have no cards in hand, in fairness. I think regardless what they have, they're going to send it, but we'll see. They might bolt a Skyfisher then send it. Oh my god, really? What a top deck. They literally took they took like 10 seconds to laugh at that top deck. Unreal. So I want these. I want these. Probably want these. And I don't want these. Let's actually take a look at the sideboard guide from Mr. Mengucci, because I had most of it memorized. Unreal turn by my opponent there. Oh, Thank you, Dominoes. I've opened my phone for the first time in 2 hours and it's just freaking out. It's old, bless it. Mono red. Oh, 2 Dawnbringer, 3 Journey to Nowhere. Fair enough. I think that makes a bit more sense. But Electrickery, they have so many X ones. I'm going to leave Electrickery in. I'm going to use my own initiative here. Okay, and then they take out Makeshift Munitions, Relic of Progenitus, Barbed Batterfist. Okay, well that makes sense. Boom. But I've still got 3 cards to swap. I think Electrickery is going to be better than Lightning Bolt. Then 1 bolt. We'll do 1 bolt or 1 Batterfist. Hopefully this does anything. I would love to go first. This is a keep. Did they say anything in the chat when they obliterated me last time? Okay. And there I was like, oh, getting better at, you know, saving time using the client. Nope. What? They have no time. Incredible stuff. I'm not sure what they be doing. Oh, okay. They kept a 1-lander. And now I get to win the game. No, I probably should have synthesized first. Oh well, okay. There's just no good play after. Like, there's no mana efficient play after casting that. I'll just return this and pass. Yeah. You can, like, I'm sure. Wait, I've bought out a Lembas. When did I do that? Oh no. This is the mulligan. This is the keep. Bottom a card. What? Probably has to be Galvanic Blast. Unfortunately. Okay, well it's a better 7 than the last hand. God, this is looking a lot like the last game. So I yielded to them. I suppose that gets +2/+0, which is more than a Swift Spear could have. Off of 1 spell, I suppose. We'll see. They're thinking. Oh, man. They got a fast start. Oh, it's a Tomb Raider. Okay. Not my favourite thing to play against, but... okay, so... Bolt that. Play the Lembas? Next turn I can go Kor Skyfisher, play the Lembas. It looks like I'm sort of getting control of the board, but also they do have quite a few cards in hand. Which is not my favourite thing. I'd like to gain 2 life, please. Ooh, I don't know what was in their hand, or what they're sitting on, but... Searing Blaze? Oh god. Well, that is one thing, for sure. Only down to 14. Cool. Oh, they're pondering. They're pondering. What's this again? Modern Showcase Prestige. Well, then that means they're probably decent. I will always yield. I would love to. Get that Lembas. At least I have a mountain if I do. Oh yeah, put on top. Go. Okay, I understand the journey to nowhere now. I understand it. I'm on board. Smash the Lembas. Well, at least it shuffles. Okay, they're in a terrible spot if they can't attack into them. Okay. I'm not so concerned about the Tomb Raider. I'm not sure how concerned I am about 11 from hand. Maybe the Foundry Helix is a better play. We will see. They're real pondering, huh? Yeah, surely you just take it. Even if you do have a 1. I'm just going to leave up the Galvanic Blast. Because if I play a Kor Skyfisher, bounce Thraben Inspector, I still have the problem of they can attack through the blocker if they have a removal spell. At least with Galvanic Blast, they commit a removal spell to a Thraben Inspector, and then I can Galvanic Blast the thing. And okay, well, what is better mana here? No, I'm going to sacrifice this to the Helix, so we'll just deal with that now. Alright, I feel like I'm in a good spot. Okay, that's good. I've topped every card with Lembas. They can't be happy about that. Right, let's see if I'm punished for this not being a lightning bolt. Well, actually, what it is a Lembas, but we'll see. And at the very least, I get to eat the bread. Hey, okay. That was a long league. But I got my 50 play points, which is all I needed for another league. That was rough, though. The losing game 2 sucked, honestly. We would have won that in paper all day. But it's just like, it goes to time. Our opponent's got a fistful of counter spells, and they will never do enough damage through a Circle of Protection blue to win. So that's an honorary 3 and 2. But according to the bylaws of MTGO, it is a 2 and 3. We take our 50 play points, and we enter another league. Ta-da! So this might not be tomorrow. I'll do a Friday league, I think. Friday league, and hopefully we push forward with the play points, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna end it here because I'm starving. So thank you very much for watching the VOD, and I'm also going to chop this out of the VOD because there's a long bit at the start that is not related. So thanks for tuning in. I will catch you guys on Friday for another league. I think we'll probably do an affinity league